Hi and welcome to this video, which is showing the spell cards and reference cards that are available to receive from GameCrafter. The spell card reference pack, it contains 25 spell cards that you will find in the original rulebook, in this rulebook here. One bonus monster card, I'll go into that in a bit later. 8 reference cards and a time track card with a yellow crystal, and this works very similar to the game tracker mat, but only features the time track. So basically during your games, instead of needing to shade in clock faces, you can use this crystal to track the relevant clock faces as they need to be shaded, which will save you a bit of time, and it's got all the triggering effects underneath, so that follows through with the time track. The reference cards is similar information to what's on the handy sheets. There's a dark magic reference card, so any of the creatures that have the dark magic ability, you've got that instantly to hand. Combat actions that you can take, spell and scroll test information, the hit location chart, the monster reaction chart, and we've simplified that into a smaller section. How defense bonus works, escaping, the adventure escaping and the monster escaping, and so the tests that are required to block them. And then there's a turn reference card that just explains the turn information, and then so they're your reference cards. Then we've got the actual spell cards themselves, and they're colour coded into when they can actually be used. So the red cards are combat only spells, and it tells you at the bottom that it's specifically for combat only, combat spell. The blue cards can be used during combat or outside of combat, so they're combat and non-combat spells, and they're in blue. And then completely non-combat spells, you wouldn't cast these in a combat situation, they are in green. And what they detail is the name at the top of the card there, the casting cost of the actual spell, then the information that's been included on the spell table is duplicated on the actual front of the card. And then on some of the cards there's some text in italics, which is just flavour text, really, just to give the game more of a RPG feel. The way they can be used in the game is purely just as reference cards to save needing to check up on how your spell works. When you're about to cast it, you don't have to go to table S to look at your spells. So you can have, if you've got them on your spell book, you can take the cards out that you've acquired and place them to one side, and then they're easy to find. Or you could make them as a alternative to rolling spells on table S. So you could compile them all together, shuffle them up into a deck, and if the game told you to roll twice on table S, you would just draw 2 cards from the deck, and then you would be able to add them to your spell book. So if you was really into it and really wanted to, you could buy 2 of these sets. One you could use to replace table S and draw cards instead of rolling on the table, or you could use them, and then the other set you could use just purely as reference cards. And then lastly you get this bonus monster card. So as well as this set coming onto GameCrafter website, I am hoping to get, I am getting the mapping boxed game that will allow you to map the game using cards instead of actually drawing it out onto a piece of paper. And so these aren't included with the spell cards, but there'll be mapping cards that are coming in a different game format, and along with that there'll be monster cards. And so what this set does is it gives you, if you happen to have that other set, then this is a bonus card. So if you've actually got the mapping game, you can use this in with your bonus. You can use this actually in with that game. And what we've done is the cards in the mapping game, they're double-sided, and so any monsters that are found in the basic game, in the version 3 main rulebook, are shown on one side of the card, and any monsters that are from the new expansion, the adventurous companion, are shown on the other side, and there's an icon there to reflect that. So any monster that is shown with a monster icon, they are from the new expansion, and any monster that hasn't got the special icon are from the base game. But what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be doing a short video on the mapping game, just to show that and how that, some of the elements of how that works in another video. So thanks for watching, and check out that other video if you're interested in the mapping game. Bye for now.